What's poppin'? It's your boy, the boy, Henry Heck, back at it again with another video. Yesterday was the state of play, man. And them boys showed up and showed out. In my opinion, they popped off. You know, I wasn't disappointed in anything over there that they showed. You know, they showed gameplay. They showed games. Of course, they showed games, but they showed gameplay. They showed more of some of the games that they've shown us in the past. Dates. We got dates for stuff, you know. Popped off first with the Helldivers 2 joint. Got some mechs to look forward to after the launch. Got some V-Rising. Hey, I'm looking forward to that joint. Little vampire survival type of joint where you wake up out your coffin. Then you gotta build up your covenant or your coven, your brood. What is it called? What they call it in Underworld? A coven. I think they call it a coven in Underworld. I think brood was like Edge and Christian and, you know, from wrestling. But yeah, you build up your coven, build your castle. You know, you drink warrior blood, you gain warrior attributes. You drink assassin blood, you gain assassin attributes. You drink blue collar worker blood, you get like blue collar worker attributes, trade schools and stuff, carpentry, welding, plumbing, all that good stuff. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward. And it's co-op. Oh my goodness, it's asymmetrical type joint. But I don't care. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, they showed Dave the Diver, which originally this game wasn't really on my radar. I had heard in a couple of podcasts that it's a good game, people enjoyed it. But then they got this Godzilla DLC, might be smacking, might be a hit. I might have to throw it in the catalog up there with Pacific Drive, because that's a game that I wasn't looking forward to at first. They didn't show that at this showcase, but it's just in line with that kind of indie, smaller developer type of game that, you know, I'm looking forward to because I've seen more of it now. You know what I mean? Silent Hill showed up. Silent Hill 2 remake showed up. They dropped us a little special delicatessen in this little short game. What is it? Silent Hill short message. You know, little first person viewpoint type of experimental PS5 only set. Man, I'm gonna check that. I downloaded that immediately last night. I didn't get to play it. I'm gonna play it probably Saturday morning, but I went ahead and download that joint. Some folks said it's a little short joint, little 2-hour joint, you know, but we weren't expecting that. They looked out. Then they showed VR some love. Metro VR game was there. I'm not a Metro fan. I tried the first 2 games. It's too slow for me as far as a first person shooter type of game. And it might not even be a first person shooter type of game in category, but it's first person. You got a gun, you shoot shit. You know what I mean? It might be a more narrative style of first person shooting game. You know what I mean? Which I'm not really not my cup of java. But for the folks that do like that type of stuff, it's there. You know, they showed a couple of VR games. It was one, I don't remember the name of it, but it grabbed the skeleton by the neck, started punching them in the head. You know, throwing shields, throwing weapons. For the VR folk, you got you something. They showed you some love. Now all the people can stop saying that VR ain't got no games, which was a lie in the first place. But you know how folk on Twitter get down? You know how they get down with the lies. Judas was there. Looked good. Looked damn good. Even though it's going to be a multiplayer, it looked good. Seen some gameplay, visuals. I'm with it, man. This showcase showed a lot. Stellar Blade. We seen combat. We seen outfits. We seen like the little I don't even know if it's a hub world or if it's going to be open world. But it's a little kind of city area where you got your population. Similar to Nier. When you hit your first spot, when you land back to Earth, you just got that little area where some of the were they humans? I think they were humans. I can't really remember right now. But anyway, it's a little town type of area where you can get your You can visit the shop and all that type of stuff. So they showed that area, how you can interact with the NPCs, take a rest, upgrade your gear, your party members, they showed so much for Stellar Blade, bro. And it was already a day one cop. But for those who were on the fence about copping that game, it got to be a day one cop at that point. They showed enough. They don't got to show no more of that game to drop. And it come out in April, I think. It's in April, I think. Which is tight. I thought it was going to be like a fall type of game. You know what I mean? Only thing I think going to hurt that game is difficulty. That's the only thing about that game that I think going to hurt it. Because you know how the reviewers get down. So my hopes for that game is it's not as difficult as something like Returnal is, because your reviewers and whatnot they're gonna shit on the game just off the strength of it being difficult. You know what I mean? If they gotta put in a certain amount of time in it to get good enough to beat the game, you can hang that up. You can hang that joint up. But we seen a fair amount of that. They showed Rise of Ronin. You seen a fair amount of Rise of Ronin, which is a day one cop. It's samurai swords. I'm in there like swimwear. You know, sword play. I'm there. Then you got your little gun. You got a glider. Got a nice little open world area. It don't look like that crazy. It don't look crazy at all graphically. It don't look crazy graphically, but I'm sure the gameplay is gonna be everywhere it need to be to carry the game where it need to go. You know what I mean? Silent Hill, like I said, Silent Hill, Kojima popped up. The showcase of Death Stranding 2 was so good, I'm gonna have to pick up and play this Death Stranding Director's Cut in March. Because as far as I know, no games had a release date for March. So I'm gonna dedicate the whole of March to that game. Immerse myself in Bridges. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna immerse myself in that joint so deep. My wife gonna be calling me Norman. You feel me? So I'm gonna check that out. Cause I did watch Rad Brad play through. I watched a decent amount of it played through on Rad Brad just cause when I get off work, I just want to chill. You know what I'm saying? I just want to chill and kick my feet up and drink a brew. So I cut that Rad Brad on and watched a little bit of this back around the time it first came out. Cause he gets stuff early. He do playthrough. Cause that's what I like. I don't really like to watch no review. If I'm on the fence about a game, I like to hop on YouTube or Twitch and watch a streamer or a YouTube creator I'm subscribed to do a little walkthrough. You know what I'm saying? I like to see the game in motion so I can make my decision as to where it's gonna be for me. You know what I mean? The game's going whatever it's going. I don't really mess with like reviewers and games media like that. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't like over this generation. I really develop a disdain toward how they conduct business, and you know how they issue out reviews and right there. I'm not a fan of anything that they do this day and age. Like I said, Kojima was there, showed out, announced PlayStation partnership, his return to action espionage gaming. The Godfather himself coming back to this genre damn near made the whole show. Even though he didn't even show nothing. He ain't even show nothing. And when I grade a show, I grade it on what's there versus what's not there. You know what I mean? Because I feel like it's just unproductive to judge a show by what's not there. Your favorite studio didn't show up, so the show is a 4 out of 10. You know what I mean? That ain't really a fair assessment of the show. You know what I mean? That just speaks to your expectations of the show. And when they said what was going to be there, they showed what they said they was going to show. They spoke on Stellar Blade being there. They spoke on Rise of the Ronin being there. And 15 plus games. They did that. You know what I mean? They set expectations. They met expectations. Anything beyond that, as far as specifics, then you set yourself up for the fall. So, you know what I mean? It just is what it is at that point. So, Kojima popping up, announcing the PlayStation partnership, big news. Announcing his return to espionage games, and it's gonna be the culmination of his 40 years in game development. That's big news right there. That's big news. That's like a real big middle finger to Konami, whom, you know, they did him wrong. They did him wrong. You can say what you want to. Objectively looking at it, they did him wrong. You know, so that's him saying, "Hey, you can have Metal Gear Solid. We doing something else. We doing something else, and it's gonna be bigger and better than what I've done in the past. This is gonna be the one." You know what I mean? That's what he popped up and said. This is gonna be the one. And I'm partnering with PlayStation to do it. And it was tight. It was tight. Hermen Hulst up there trying to squeeze some little tidbits up out of him. He wasn't going. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't going. Hermen Hulst did an awesome job front running the show. Awesome job. Man, I like Hermen Hulst a lot. Shout out to Gorilla, man. Gorilla. I ain't gonna say Gorilla underrated, but I will say I don't feel like Gorilla get the appreciation it deserves for producing what they produce over there. Hermen Hulst come from Gorilla. Decima Engine come from Gorilla. We see nothing but greatness from Guerrilla Games, man. Nothing but greatness. Nothing but greatness. That's the premier PlayStation studio, in my opinion. When they promoting from Guerrilla into the higher ups, into the higher rankings of PlayStation as a whole, from that studio. That's an awesome studio. Awesome studio. And like, bro, I don't see, like, you got folks, oh, it's a, if you rank this show anything above a 7, you need to, no, bro. If you think it's a 7, you think it's a 7. Everybody ain't nobody got to rock with that just because you think that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody dick riding PlayStation. Ain't nobody dick riding PlayStation because you think it's a C. You think it's a D. A lot of these people, it comes off as them purposely being negative about something just for the sake of interactions and whatnot on the timeline on X. Because you pop in folks' streams after the show, because I watched the PlayStation joint. Everybody was relatively ranking the show high. Everybody was fucking with the show. You hop on X. A lot of people, W show, PlayStation cooked, PlayStation did this, PlayStation, and then you get these couple, well, first party. Who gives a fuck? Oh, if you rank this anything above a 5 or 6, who gives a fuck? These boys showed up and showed out, and I'm here for it. First half of the year, they killing it. And that's all I got for right now. I will catch y'all in the next one.